What if I told you that your biggest enemy isn't your failure, it isn't your bad luck, and it isn't lack of talent? It's the voice inside your head that says, just 5 more minutes, start tomorrow, you can do it later. Every dream is destroyed by these small excuses. Every day, millions of people promises themselves they will work harder, study better, and change their lives. But most never do. Not because they can't, but because they lack one powerful thing, and that is discipline. Today's story is about a teenage boy who dreamed of success. He wanted to make his parents proud. He wanted to achieve something great. But every day he lost the battle against distraction, laziness, and procrastination. Until one day, guys, a painful realization changed what happened next transformed an ordinary student into a someone capable of achieving what once seemed impossible. This isn't a story, it's a lesson that could change the way you think about success forever. Watch till the end because the message hidden in the story might be exactly what you need to hear today.
Let's go.
Rohan was an ordinary 17-year-old student. Like many teenagers, he had big dreams. He wanted to crack competitive exams, make his parents proud, and build a successful life. But there was a one problem. Every day he promised himself that he would study seriously, and every day he broke that promise. He would wake up late and then spend hours scrolling through social media. He watched motivational videos, saved study tips, and followed successful people's online. But when it was time to actually sit down and work, he found excuses. I'll start tomorrow, just 5 more minutes. I am not in the mood. Days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months and nothing changed. One evening, Rohan received his test result. The marks were terrible. One of his friends had improved significantly. Others were moving closer to their goals, but Rohan remained exactly where he had started. That night, he sat alone in his room. For the first time, he stopped blaming his teachers. He stopped blaming his phone. He stopped blaming bad lucks, and he asked himself a painful question. If I continue living like this for the next 5 years, where will I be? The answer scared him because deep down he knew the truth. His dreams were not being destroyed by failure, they were being destroyed by lack of discipline. The next morning, something changed. Not dramatically, not magically. He didn't suddenly become a genius. He simply made one decision. I will keep my promises to myself. Just one promise. He woke up at 5:30 a.m. His body wanted to sleep. His mind said, skip today, start tomorrow. But he got up anyway. It was uncomfortable, it was difficult, but he got up. The first day he studied for only 1 hour. The second day he studied for another 1 hour. The third day he didn't feel motivated at all, but he still sat at his desk because he had learned something important. Successful people don't work only when they feel motivated. They work because they are disciplined. Week passed. His friend laughed at his strict routine. Some called him boring, and others said he was working too hard. But Rohan kept going every morning, every evening, every single day. Whether he felt like it or not, he followed his schedule because discipline had become stronger than his feelings. One rainy morning, he was exhausted. He had slept poorly. His body felt weak. The old Rohan would have skipped studying. The old Rohan would have stayed in a bed. But this time he remembered something. He remembered all the day he had wasted. He remembered the pain of regret. And he realized something powerful. Discipline is not about doing what is easy. It is about doing what is necessary. So he got up and he studied. Month later, people started noticing changes. His concentration improved, his confidence increased, his marks began rising.
Wow!
The same people who once laughed at him now ask, "How did you become so consistent?" Rohan smiled because they thought success had changed him, but the truth was different. Discipline had changed him. Success was simply the result. A year later, Rohan achieved the goal he had once thought was impossible. His family celebrated, his teachers congratulated him, his friends admired him. Everyone saw the victory, but nobody saw the thousands of small battles he had won. The battle against laziness, the battle against distraction, and the battle against excuses, the battle against himself. That day, Rohan understood the greatest lesson of his life. Talent can help you start, motivation can inspire you, but discipline is what carries you to the finishing line. Because motivation comes and goes, feelings change, circumstances change. So, moral of the story: your future is not built by what you do once in a while. It is built by what you do every single day. The person who wins in life is not always the smartest, the richest, or the most talented. The person who wins is the one who keeps showing up even when nobody is watching. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. And so Rohan finally understood something that most people spend their entire life trying to learn. Success is not built in a single day, it is built in the small choices you make every day. Choices to wake up when your alarm rings, the choices to study when distractions are calling, the choices to keep going when motivations disappear, because motivation is temporary and feeling are temporaries, but discipline is what create extraordinary results. Remember, the gap between where you are today and where you want to be is filled with daily habits, consistent efforts, and the courage to do what need to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. So ask yourself, what is one promise you keep breaking to yourself? And what would happen if, starting today, you decided to keep it? A year from now, your life could look completely different. Not because of luck, not because of talent, but because you chose discipline over excuses. If this story inspired you, don't just admire the lesson. Apply it, because your future is being created right now by the choices you make today. And remember, the pain of discipline is lasts for a moment, but the reward of discipline can last for a lifetime. Thank you for watching. Stay focused, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next story.